$1 billion from grants, that including NHT and plus where they get, make it $1 trillion. Then they will borrow 265 billion, and then they will go sell receiver because they 45 billion. I saw them do them something in general. We don't stop arguing garbage. I mean, every government borrow. The 4 years to say going to 1.3 trillion out of tax. Yeah, man,
the airport ban is just another loan. Just another loan.
Just another loan. Yes, my general. But yes, my general.
You know yes, the government borrow money, but listen, remember now, one of the key economic figures that we follow is the debt to GDP, right?
Yeah, we are paying interest on it. Yeah, we are paying the debt. We are paying interest on it. Out of every dollar country earn, meaning out of the 900, you know, out of the 900 billion we then draw from tax.
We pay over about 60% of that.
No, we was 700 billion out of that.
Hold on,
so we have,
let me correct you, Richard. Debt is not just interest, it's the principal plus the interest.
Yes, but right now the interest we are paying.
What we're paying on is the interest. And the interest we are paying on the principal.
Is the interest of the debt we paying on right now? The principal.
Yeah, not the principal. We're not touching the principal.
No, understand.
Wait a man, we're not Carlos. We're not Churchill. The principal was $2 trillion. We still have a $2 trillion plus $300 billion. All our money we are paid on 38. Listen me, the government of Jamaica paid $38 billion every year per debt. When them only entitled to pay 18 billion, but them are pay faster than what them do. So we debt to GDP and go down. So meaning out of the 900, wait a Churchill man, out of the 900 billion that our country earn, you know, out of the 900 billion our country earn out of tax, the government owe 700 billion out of that. So the government have $200 billion from the country. That's how them have to go borrow. That's how them have to make up it. That's how them see. That means the whole country. They fill the gap everything.
Yeah, every year them have a hole in the budget and them always telling us something to understand why we have this back and forth.
Let me explain something because a lot of people don't understand this. Hold on, Bridget. So the debt to GDP has come down from 127 to about 72 right now, right?
No, Mr. Churchill.
Hold on, man. Hold on. It came down. Right
Mr.
now,
Churchill.
Right now, it is at 74.
No, 74, Mr. Churchill. You get it at 115.
Hold on, brethren. The debt is now at 72 relative to the GDP, right? Now, if you understand simple math, in order for that number to come down, right? Either the debt itself has to come down or the GDP has to go up, right? You understand that simple math?
Hold on, Churchill. Hold on.
When you go borrow money,
Hold on, you.
Hold on, man. Let me finish
explaining. Let me make a distinction.
Let me make a...
Debt is separate from debt to GDP.
Yes.
Exactly.
Debt to GDP is what you, Richard, just explained to you, what we collect from taxes.
And what we owe.
And what we owe. So those are two different things.
Listen, man.
So if you are going to make, you cannot make that point. And a point of order and a point of correction.
The debt
and the debt to GDP are two separate things.
They're not. Debt to GDP is the debt to owe. Hold on, you, Richard. Don't tell me say debt is different from debt to GDP.
Yes. The debt is ratio.
It is different.
So you understand the math? You understand the math? If the debt
GDP different from the debt to GDP.
It's part of it. It's part of it. Don't tell me.
It's harder than my box. It's harder than my box, sir.
Churchill. Our debt is wait a minute. Listen, man. Our debt is $2.3 trillion. Our debt to GDP is 72%. Meaning $72 out of every $100 out of every $72 we collect for tax.
You are $72 out every
America debt to GDP is what you know. America debt to GDP.
Where them now look at you, Richard. Let me put it into context. Hold on, Mr. Churchill. The debt to GDP. Let me explain it. The debt to GDP. So our debt is 2.3 trillion. Right? That is what our debt is. So your debt to GDP is what you totally buy and sell and produce in your country. That's your GDP. The GDP is what you produce, the entire thing where you produce and sell. Jamaica's GDP is $3.4 trillion. And our debt is 2.3 trillion. And that's why we say the debt to GDP is about 72%. Right? But you can't look on debt to GDP at the surface this and say, all right, that alone mean that your country is going on good. Because America, currently, the great United States, has a debt to GDP of 120%. But their economy is growing by 3%. Jamaica, on the otherwise, is not growing. Barbados, our neighbor to the east, has a debt to GDP of 110%, and they are growing faster than Jamaica. So you cannot just use debt to GDP to say that the economy is good. You have to look on it on a totality, right?
I'm trying to dispute the lies that are being told. Or the
what is the lie? Tell me the lie now, Churchill. Go ahead with the lie.
Did you understand the simple math of debt to GDP? If it's over 100, that means we owe more than we are producing, right?
Right. Yes, that's what it means.
So. And if it's lower, right now, if it's lower, that means we are producing more than what we owe, right?
No.
The economy is larger. It's saying that the economy is larger than the debt. The economy itself is larger than the debt. But
what I'm saying is, so we are producing more.
Churchill.
We're producing more than what we owe. In other words, if it's at 72, right now, if it's at 72, that means at $28 out of every 100. That's what we have left, right?
To run the country.
Right.
To run the country.
Right.
And what does that mean? And what does the $28 mean to run the country? It means that you cannot fix all the hospital that you need to fix. It means that you cannot upgrade the schools them that you need to upgrade. You cannot build the roads them that you need to build because you do not have enough. You're focusing on driving down the debt and not producing. That is the incorrect
and if we do not have enough, Jordan,
Jordan Cash will make it easy on it.
Don't you understand that 72 is better than 122? Don't you understand that?
Of course.
You're looking at it at face value, but when you're looking at
it on a more symbolic gesture.
Yes, man. Japan debt to GDP at 267%. Are you saying that Jamaica has a better economy than Japan?
No.
Okay, good. You are saying that GDP at 120%. Are you saying that Jamaica economy is better than the US?
Not at all.
Right.
Are you saying that China is lower than Jamaica?
And look at it, let me tell you, what is Jamaica earning? Jamaica earnings? Wait a man. Jamaica earn a tax is $900 billion. That's our earnings. Out of $900 billion, Jamaica was $740 billion out of it. So Jamaica have $100 billion left. That's the time I'm going to borrow to pay a teacher, to pay a doctor, to build a school, to do this. That's how we have to borrow.
Richard, Jamaica have investment. We have more earnings from investment as well, too, man, and we get grants.
But that's still hard up.
Wait a man. When it grant, wait a man.
Still not put the budget.
Churchill, let me tell you what see the mix up when I make to the Prime Minister. The IC say one from the Prime Minister in asset and earnings. When the Prime Minister furnish in asset and earnings, you asset above your earnings. All the IC want, tell me why you asset above your earnings. Just tell me.
You change your argument.
No, but I see with the debt to GDP, me I tell you.
I see an example.
No,
See an
I
example.
tell you, don't not confuse the thing.
No, it's
chat,
not.
if you're going at the IC story, them all get
Don't tell the people them that.
leave
Yeah,
the
they go
leave the
different.
IC
They go
story.
different. They go
Let's
different.
focus on the debt to GDP.
No, me just
You
tell
are-
you, just
Focus on the debt to GDP.
No, you're obfuscate the whole
why me
argument.
say that? Why me say that? When Jamaica earnings are $900 billion and then get $1 billion, they get $100 billion on it for grant and something there. So $1 trillion. Out of $1 trillion, Jamaica was $740 billion outside. So we have $260 billion left. That kind of country.
You recharge and or that that is just paying down principal loan that are paid, that not paying down, that not principal interest, because the debt in the amortization of the debt keep on going up because we keep on borrowing.
Listen, guys.
Thank you for correct.
So let me ask you something. You see how long me cool back and make on time?
Yes,
What
comment leader go do?
you understand what I said though?
Me understand foolishness. Me no understand foolishness.
You will rest.
I understand foolishness.
Me no understand foolishness. I will never. What the comment leader propose for do?
Hold on the call.
No, me ask a question.
Let me tell you,
Richard, me don't finish. I don't finish.
I remember say a phone idea say no borrow.
When the comment leader come a conference come say we stop paying them on the debt too fast.
Let me explain.
We don't want to expect for doing it. Come and give us free money.
Can I explain? Wait. Let me explain.
The 20,000.
That only give us free money one year.
The 20,000.
20,000 free money that.
Into the conversation, you got no sense where you put on the board. Like a Sunday school you go.
Me say when current leader come to
Let me tell you.
proposal on the board say
Let me
we
tell you.
have paid them with it too
Let me
fast
tell you now.
because we want to give away free
Let me tell
money.
you.
I will not give it a free money.
Let me tell you. Can I mute?
Free money, man.
That's credit of free money.
Wait a man. Let me tell you.
$20,000 what they are free money.
Wait a man.
If you not work, you couldn't get it. If you never work, you couldn't
Remember Andrew come
get it.
Government get the money to give away.
And people never get back their money. No matter where them get
Give away money where you don't earn it.
and taxpayer money. No, you not get it when I
You don't earn it. Government not earn back the money.
Mr. Blair.
No, none of that money they will not work. No,
Andrew got conference promise everybody the money.
Mr. Blair,
Nobody.
Hey, let me tell Carl all your money on Mark Golding's proposal, man. The school, no, man, please. Carl, you know the Jamaica is supposed to pay then debt. The Jamaica debt every year is $180 billion. That debt is supposed to pay. The government of Jamaica pay $360 billion every year. Do they want to pay them faster? You know what Mark Golding say? Mark Golding say we have cut that. We obligate to pay $180 billion. We have put $20 billion upon it, $200 billion upon it, and pay. We have to pay $200 billion. And see that extra $100 billion, $160 billion, they invest in the economy, building school, fixing road, fixing hospital, fixing police station, invest in a social program. So we have more money. We have agriculture. We have $180 billion more to
not why
spend.
have no more money to spend.
What do you mean?
You're not why have no more money
Why?
to spend.
Why?
Let me state something to you, Hugh.
Tell you why.
Me hear Churchill. Let me hear Churchill. You Richards.
Yeah, man. It would be nice if we could pay down the debt slower to invest the money in the country.
Yes.
The problem is we don't have the capacity to do all the work in such a short time, right?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by short term?
We don't have all the capacity to do much more work. We just don't have it.
So if you build
We don't have the technical. We don't have the technical.
church, we can't build 2 schools in 1 year.
Of course we can, but you see how them organize their spending. How they organize their spending. They have to plan it out so the work can get done. Instead of the money, even if you have $10 trillion right now, we couldn't spend all of it because we just don't have the efficiency and capacity to do all the work.
Who said that? The last administration set by the economy in 4 years.
Hold on, uncle.
From 2012 to 2016. So we are talking make no sense. You have 9 years. And you are talking foolish.
You don't understand it.
You want to stop chat foolish, man.
Listen.
9 years. Almost a decade.
Hold on. You see how difficult it is.
The government use so much money.
There, hold on.
Hold on, Churchill.
Stop you. You're not
Hold on, Churchill.
The answer to
the government use so much money to pay down the interest and debt. So there is not enough money left.
Don't matter. Foolishness.
That is why
cannot be
big.
Foolishness.
Stop nice.
You Richard are foolish. I mean you Blair are foolish theater. You know why? The reason why we can afford to buy buses. We don't once upon a time you see me buy a bus, you have to borrow money for buy a bus. No, we don't have to do that.
Well,
you have more space. You have more space. I don't know why you can't understand. I don't know.
Remember that the foolish is
the money to buy the bus.
We
Call you be nice and now state nothing. Listen, all right, so hold on. Don't worry about that.
Government borrowed $260 billion this year.
I'm still maintaining. I'm going to ask you which part them borrowed from. Where it borrowed from? Until when time you can tell me where it borrowed from.
You're not listening to the budget every year. Every year the budget is ready, and it tell you how the budget is going to finance.
The money
but you must listen, Paul. You must
you can't tell me that you can't to me.
Yeah, but you don't have any sense, Carl Lewis.
You can't say anything. I can't say the same thing about you.
You don't have any sense.
I can't say the same thing about you.
Look here.
You cannot prove to me which part the money borrowed from.
Every year.
Where
every year. I'm done with your call. Every year, when the budget is being read, it explains to you how it's going to be financed.
And I don't hear nothing about
because you're not listening.
I don't hear nothing about borrowing.
You are not listening. But anyway,
you need to show me.
I don't need to tell you.
By show me where we borrow the money from.
Let me tell you.
Show me which part.
I don't need to say anything to you because you lack knowledge, Carl. You lack knowledge. And your ignorance is blinding you.
And ignorant understand the problem is you can't understand how the GLP do so much things.
What's nice?
You can't understand how the GLP do so much things. They're not for borrow $1. They're not for tax the government. They're not for tax the Jamaican people. You don't understand that because we're not capitalists. Socialists can't understand capitalism.
Carl,
anything you want to say. Anything you can't understand capitalism. We're not socialists. We can't understand it.
Hold on. Have no substance.
That is why you ask to you.
Churchill, I don't want to hear Carl anymore. Churchill, go ahead.
Ask to you.
I don't want to hear Carl anymore. Go ahead, Churchill.
Whatever Churchill say, Churchill is a big man.
It's foolishness.
Churchill is a big man, and Churchill can make him own decision. We on this side.
You not make your own decision. You listen to propaganda.
Propaganda. He's a fool, man.
Well, listen to propaganda.
Jordan, you need to tell me where the borrow from. If you can't tell me where borrow from, then you can't talk to me.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So what I'm saying is, you guys see how the procurement process is slow in Jamaica, right?
Yes, I see that.
So that's the point I'm making.
Yeah, emergency procurement.
The government, not just emergency. I'm saying to you that the government cannot spend all the money so fast because we just don't have the capacity and the efficiency to do it.
The government no want to spend it because the government, Lucier, you see public sector, the culture within public sector need to change.
Regardless of all that, Jordan, that's what it is right now.
Change the culture and the society. You want to see him one ball and say,
no. The government is
the ball and say the government up to Anki Panky. Go away.
All right, listen,
Yo. See when me come down there, make sure you put up a labor right. And me alone up here as labor right.
And I'm not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to you, but you want
a sensible labor right, we have sense.
Hey, be sensible according to you. Because you can't tell me no foolishness.
Well, I know.
Anybody want to tell foolishness, you know.
No, the argument now no substance.
Go away, man. Want to talk too much foolishness and too much lies. Want to just can't understand all the government. The problem is you don't understand capitalism. Only socialists. So you can't understand capitalism. You can't understand how a capitalist country runs. You can't. Not socialists. So they don't understand. They don't know how to run a capitalist market.
Capitalism to me.
You don't know.
Look here now, you Richard, him don't even know the meaning of it. You Richard, him don't even know the meaning of capitalism or socialism.
Well,
makes no sense.
You can always show the insult. You can always show the insult because that's what you're good at. But you insult that
just doing this for 5 minutes. Carl just doing this for one person and you on this. Carl speak for Jamaica. Carl, you make it nice.
Oh, so you speak, who you speak
You're
for?
doing this
I'm sure you don't live here, I know.
Come on, man.
I'm sure you don't live here.
Act like a big man. Listen to the man.
Most of you know the man platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No live here.
Carl, me a contribute more to Jamaica than you do.
Speak for the people, Carl.
Where you contribute to Jamaica?
Carl, me a contribute more to Jamaica.
Where you contribute to Jamaica?
Me a contribute to Jamaica.
What you contribute to Jamaica?
Me a contribute to Jamaica more
than you. Where you contribute to Jamaica? What me not
contribute to Jamaica more than you.
Tell me where you contribute. You can't send US because I'm a US.
Reach it.
You send Carl.
You Richard, give me a second. Carl Lewis, you know just ask question and just they go on a chat. Read comment and listen to the answer. The government borrow money from the IDD, the CDD, and World Bank.
That's what I'm saying. Which government don't borrow money?
I'm plus government people. I'm plus them take a government people.
Okay. All right. We can answer that now.
Hold on the call. Let me hear I want to hear a fresh opinion.
No, what I'm saying, I'm listening here, but Carl is saying no government don't borrow money. No government don't borrow money. Every government borrow money, Carl. Where are you? What's wrong with you, man?
Sir.
No. You're not call me anything. Sir. Because you don't make sense.
You say every government borrow money. And I haven't seen all me I say to Uno. All me I say to Uno. I am not red. We are not the government borrow. I am not saying we are the government borrow. All I am saying to Uno. Come up with evidence.
Look here. 1 second. 1 second, X. 1 second, Seabreeze. The great United States, when the budget is being read every September in the United States, they are borrowing money to service it.
Millions of dollars.
They are borrowing. The Great Britain, the United Kingdom, every year them budget, them tell you what is going to happen. with revenues and what we have to borrow.
Jordan,
And that's true because I live here. And that's fact.
Jordan,
Small
Jordan, Jordan, I don't live in America. But I don't live in America, but I go there from time to time. The last time I go to America in 2022. My family, I have a whole heap of family living in America. Brothers and sisters and cousins and niece and nephew, you name it. And I know, I have a little understanding of how America run way. I know, say, all the countries in the world borrow money. But all me ask, and that this entrepreneur is
except on the
listen me, is to point me to where the government borrow the money. That's how I that's all I have to do, you know. Ashif just told you away. That's all I have to do, you know. This argument I can't do, you know. But you know, say me dunce. But because you don't only know how to insult her. I'm embarrassed. I have to show insult. That's all I know.
We have dunce because we explain the thing multiple. We have to say a dunce because we explain the thing multiple.
Dunce, you know, because I'm not saying I say. And I did that jump up and be a yes man to
are you reviewing the price? Are you reviewing research what we have to say?
Careless what he wants to do.
Look here.
You refuse.
All I want to on this. A foreign on the list. You refuse to go research and still a chat the foolishness. You decide that.
Carl.
But here where we want.
Carl, if you check, we don't every Friday, Mr. Money come to Jamaica, Carl.
That's your business. That you have been half percent none. Which part me live at my place? Me
live America and Jamaica. Me have a Richards. I all know no stars have been nice.
This is the problem here now.
Discussion. Can we keep
leave
shift the argument. We not get into that. You believe we not get into that. Carl doesn't have the propensity to have a decent civilized conversation. Let us move on.
No matter what we tell Carl, and go say a lie, and he now go research if he tell, just stick to the foolishness.
And the feelings is mutual.
Get a car. My virgin car.
Feelings is very mutual.
Because we actually are the research.
Very mutual. And it's
propaganda.
What you Richard? I don't want to hear nothing from you. Yeah, you Richard. Got you. Let me hear you. Got you Richard. I don't deal with people who are throwing back insults.
Listen, man.
Where
the car?
Why you Richard? Let me tell you something.
You
say at least we are come from.
No man, not patronize me. Listen to me I say.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, you said the Prime Minister, they might lie upon the Prime Minister on the house when they say
Lord God, Jesus peace.
Who no man? Wait no man. Adam Stewart never walk a day for them barn.
No, me not follow the argument. That new topic you come up with.
Yeah, new topic this.
Yeah, what?
No. They say we have to lie upon him. Say I see saying one apartment and him put the apartment. All right. Yeah, so the prime. You want to say the prime minister not interested in the apartment, and the prime minister's sister is a shareholder. Him transfer to him shares to his son. We never open the bar.
Yeah, just like what Mark Golden do.
Wait, no man. We'll go Mark Golden.
They're pushing that, you know.
Yeah, man.
Just like what Mark Golden do.
Yeah, Mark.
No, you don't want to hear that.
Well, listen, man. No,
but get yourself done. Stop it, man. No, get yourself done. Me pushing
No.
Go on that now.
Yeah, Mark Golden. Yeah, man.
Of course, I'm pushing that.
Yeah. Mark Golden put
Mark Golden do with him them and him wife.
Yeah, Mark Golden put it. Wait a man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Mark Golden put him pitting them name right.
And his wife, yeah, man.
And his wife, but he wait a man, but him still have ties to it because I'm pitting and I'm white. He still have nothing. No. The
report said him won nothing. Nothing.
Liberate don't see no call.
But
Call
one
me
time.
respect it.
One
You
time.
Richard can go on with call 2021 and 2022 and still don't take rich for the statutory declaration.
One chat. Because
Okay?
you just
2021 and
understand all
2022
because of the
and
same
still make an
report.
estate bridge for the statutory declaration.
Richard,
Him done.
one.
Married my friend Carl, you know.
Me not tax it, him done.
One. No, man.
man,
Never say everything's a yes, man. So me have a sanction to want to say.
Nobody not tell us if yes. We are telling us to come with facts. Someone else tell you are done for
You
the
tell me say the Prime Minister.
Nobody not tell us to agree with you. We don't want you to agree with we now. So
Me I say, oh, the Prime Minister for transfer, you know, man. Oh, the Prime Minister for the President transfer something.
For illicit enrichment.
No. Mr. B, me I say, oh, you know.
Investigated for illicit enrichment.
No, that's it.
Statutory declaration has been verified up to 2023.
Sure.
No,
No,
we know what?
We know the point. Me I make with him, you know. Because yeah. You say you understand, man. Andrew is now no interest in something when his son, and his son is saying in chance where
him adult son, him adult.
We're living at the house. The son living at the house in there. Living at the house in there. The son eat at the table in there.
Just like Mark Golden.
The son eat at the table in there.
Just like Mark Golden.
Kids don't live with him, sir. Mark Golden kids live on their own.
When was it made public that Mark Golden transferred to his son?
About Andrew?
When was it made public that Mark Golden transferred something to his son?
And that they might talk about the house in a bar.
When was it made public that Mark Golden transferred something to his son?
But go on with it. Go with it.
Look here, I'm telling you to say, for shift the discussion, we never want to get to that.
We can't have no discussion with Carl.
That is it. I'm never going to allow you to spread the lie.
I don't care about you because we understand.
Carl, how can you say something is a lie when you've never researched it yourself?
Sir, what is it we're talking about? What is it we're talking about? You are talking about the public knowledge
to Mark Golden transfer asset to his son?
Dangerous, you know.
Where is the public knowledge to Mark Golden transfer asset to his son? At that more you tell me.
Report.
Which court? Which court?
In the report where Mark Golden file. There is nothing here. In the whole
I thought it was a trust. We never know the
easy. You Richard, easy. Why you from the person
At first, Mark Golden when put all the assets in a trust. No, in transfer asset to trust. Make it make sense.
I picked them. The man have not
in transfer the asset and put them in our trust. Which one is it?
Done with
it have not to do with it. The point is him and I. People don't say man.
It don't say PNP make you look like media. You have to be a laborer. Not
defend it. Alright, so I don't know right. Look on our defend. On our defend a man where he put him back. I think they have a wife and
I just call because
Yo, hold on, make skill go show a long time skill it already. Skill.
Skill. Where you have to say.
Blessings to all man. First of all, I have to say, Mr. Jamaican, and I love every Jamaican.
Thank you, brother.
Whether you're Labour right or you're PNP, you're Jamaican. Now, the behavior the man they have on the panel is very disgusting, very embarrassing. We need to control ourselves, exercise some decorum, brethren. We need to listen to each other. We're not reasoning to defend
Truths.
a person. We are reason for the betterment of our country.
We are reason to defend the facts. People now go come up and chat after the top of the
Okay,
propaganda. We
okay,
not take
listen,
that.
listen, brother, hear what me have to say, then you can say whatever you want to say. We're reason for the betterment of our country. This is not about Mark Golden. It is not about Andrew Holness. It is about Jamaica. So wherever the right is, it's supposed to go there. Wherever the wrong is, it's supposed to go there. Because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are Jamaicans living in a country called Jamaica. That's what we should defend. Not a man or a party. Because any man can do the wrong thing. I would never, ever swear for no man. Because what you do in front of me is different from what you do behind me. What you tell me is not what you will do. So I not defend no man until the truth. I don't believe. I want to know. I'm a critical thinker. So when I hear something, if it goes so or it don't go so, I think about it and come up with my conclusion. That doesn't mean it is right. So brethren, on the whole in yourself, man. Be Jamaica, be man, be respected, man. If you don't respect our next man, respect yourself. And that's it. Blessings.
Yeah, respect
Good
skill.
Respect skill, critical thinking. That is what you use to analyze discussion. So you can find out things for yourself.
Yes,
Just
you have
like
to
how
take
we
a
know
man
that the
point. You can't go
Jamaican
do your
government,
research.
well on the other. Just like how we know that the Jamaican government collect around $900 billion worth of tax. And that is the earning of the country. And out of that earning, 72% of it go to paying down the debt.
Interest payment. Interest on the debt.
Paying down the interest and the debt. The rest of it is what run the country. So some of the bright people in the box can work out 28% of $900 billion and tell me how much money you get. And what percentage of a budget of $1.3 trillion is that? So if Carl cannot do things like those, I don't think he should be entertained.
Brother, shut up and talk with your talk, man. That's not about involve me in your dirty argument. Let me tell you this. Me not claim from semi-bright, but me know me not done Snyder. And me can't involve in any discussion. None not too big for me. But you know the problem with Uno as PNP? Uno always, I say a facts I can't to Uno. Everything a facts, you know, I can't to Uno. Uno have Uno own facts. I can't to Uno facts. But every man entitled to them own opinion, not to them own facts. You see, facts is universal. Facts cannot be challenged. Right? So when they now come and twist the truth and twist it and whine it, on still not the facts. Remember that.
You are just challenging the facts.
Hold. Skill ask my question. Hold on. Skill ask my question. All right. One skill.
Brother Carl, you cannot be defending something when you don't have definitive fact about it. You cannot do that.
What is it me a defense skill?
It's to know,
what is
to
what
believe.
It's
to know, not to believe.
Hold on there. You see, we are going to say something skill and you not have the right information to say it.
What is it me a defend? What is it? I heard you here. I heard you here.
What is it me a defend? What is it?
Listen, I heard you here.
Yeah, I mean, I ask you, what is it me a defend when we don't have the facts, man?
Listen, because I heard you here.
No, I am asking you.
What is it? If you don't listen, you can't hear.
Not tell me what is
I'm trying to tell you what you don't listen. And that's the same thing I'm trying to tell you, brother. You see, it goes back. This is why Jamaica is what it is today, because we are portraying too much badness. We are portraying too much power. We don't have any power, brother. Let's reason together. I'm trying to tell you what has been transferred. I'm here listening, and I heard a man. You ask a man where they borrow money from when they do in the budget. I heard a man read it out to you, but you never read it for yourself. but yet you're debunking it and disagreeing with it. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Carl is like, you know.
Exactly, Mr. Skill. I seen him been there yesterday.
You say so much, Mr. Skiller says nothing same way.
Yeah.
No.
A while ago, but you yet see
Okay, you see what we are saying, Mr. Skill.
you say so much, but yet still say nothing.
Carl is the problem.
You hear what you want to hear. You hear what all I was asking them people here, you know. It's a point out to me where the people, I never said the government about the money, you know. I said, point it out to me.
You
All day from morning, I ask them
You say government not borrow no money, Carl.
all I said to them, say, where the government borrow, because I don't know if the government borrow, so point it out to me and make me move on.
But I heard a man read it out to you. I heard a man say come from whatever bank
You catch the argument in the middle.
I heard it. I'm here with you and I heard it. So how you don't hear it?
You check it for your facts, but you check it for yourself. But
I am not the one who's debating it. I am not debating it.
You are following them and debunk me.
Carl,
check it either.
Carl, he's not a dunce man and he's not a bright man. But let me tell you personally from your conversation and what me gather from your conversation, you're very dunce. You're very dunce.
Okay.
Hear me now. Hear what me gather from your
It's not even say, it's not even
Hear what me gather from your conversation now.
I can explain
Hear what me gather from your conversation now, Skill. Me gather say he's a PNP. And he's a spin doctor.
Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you who I am.
That's not me, gather.
I said, let me tell you who I am. Because I'm not afraid of who I am.
He's a spin doctor. You're not neutral.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Let I tell you who I am. Let me tell you who I am, and then you can know and speak of who I am. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm gonna tell you who I am, so you can speak of. So you can speak up. You can speak up on who I am. I'm gonna tell you who I am, so you can speak up on who I am, because you don't know me. So I'm gonna tell you who I am. No, you're speaking of something you don't know. So I'm gonna tell you who I am, so you can speak up.
Which is ignorance, Skill. That's ignorance, you know.
There's a PNP and a spin doctor. That's all you come spin to.
I am an impartial man. I am a Jamaican and Jamaica come first.
A PNP and a spin doctor.
Mr. Skill, when I was the one that gave you the information, Mr. Skill, as a person that didn't have the information, and me are directed to the information. Now it is up for the owners and you to go and research it, right?
Now, me hear what you are. But nobody come on this box and talk about them neutral. Where? When they not come on neutral, not the
God, I want to tell you who I am. I want to tell you who I am.
I don't care
Please don't give me a minute.
I tell you who he is. I don't care who you are. Give me a minute. Please
give me a minute. Please give me a minute. Make I explain who I am. So you can understand who I am. Please give me a minute. Let me tell you something. It's one prime minister me vote for in Jamaica, and it's Michael Manley. PJ come, Portia come, all of them come, I'm going to vote for none of them.
But if you have to vote, you're going to vote for PNP again.
No. Me have a vote for you. Me have a vote for the betterment of the country. Why you think I didn't vote for PJ?
You could have talked till the cow come home. You could have talked till the cow come home. You're a PNP. You're not neutral. You're PNP.
Man never tell you neutral. Man said Jamaica first.
Some of them expect you to say nothing else. Make the man them in the box when they don't know so them a PNP talk.
The man never Jamaica first.
PNP. Now listen to them sweet argument there. Them a PNP.
PNP earlier.
PNP.
It's still Jamaican. Carl, it's like when you have something wrong, your mom don't tell you about it and tell you off. It's like your mom said when you wasn't
I invite her for your yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's like when you do wrong things, your mom hide him under the bed and said, no, my son never do it. My son, that's
look here. You can't say anything. I said this man never come up on the box. He is a PNP.
It doesn't matter what you mean.
And the man was not saying
neutral, nothing. Who
you're fighting for? It's not you alone. It's not much you people like you.
We don't call for 9
years. People like you live in the world. Everybody educated.
That's why so much violence in Jamaica, man. Because the man didn't think like coca things. You only think for corruption and ignorance. You don't think for enlightenment. You don't think for enlightenment.
Yeah, PNP, you're a spin doctor. Wait, Carl.
I know the man not speed nothing. The man just
Carl, listen a minute. My name you Richards. Comrade you Richards. From 9 years, got 2 elections in a vote. The one was in a parish council.
I am now going to vote the next one.
Wait a man. And 2020. You better tell Andrew to call tomorrow at 7 at Jamaica tomorrow.
It's our call when it's for calling you. It's our call. Don't worry about that. I want thing on you.
That country when they call it.
You see which part me live? I mean, own where me live.
It doesn't matter where you live.
You see the thing matter. You drive me no own money. I tell you no. I tell you no. Say no care who in a power. Me live.
We're not talking about
live. Me I tell you,
I want you want both spam people. That's what you
me I tell you, Mr. Spin Doctor. Me I tell you, Mr. PNP Spin Doctor. Say, which part me live on my own? Me no know about me no brag. So any party with me I live on. Live on that.
Any party with me but we not live on.
You don't know the point when me make.
Explain it to him.
Carl, wait the Carl.
All of us have to live, but we decide to not another block.
We shall
see what we shall see.
Carl, kill us spin doctor. You what, Carl?
Me know me a healthy labor right. What you talk about? Me no know. I am a spin doctor. Come up in Puerto Jamaican. Why you trouble?
You're partial.
Listen to the man who call me dunce. Me tell him some he's a labor right. He's an activist. Activist. From 1983 me I vote for me a 14-year-old.
See, you think you vote for your 14, that means you're voting legally. You vote illegally. You vote illegally.
You still not neutral. Come on with your PNP self. Lift up. Lift up. Oh, neutral.
Relax a bit now. And see breeze and talk after me. But Carl, me say something say own your own house. But you know say the area where you live in, if them a give a house, nobody now go there so go live.
I wish part me live.
And
which part me live? I feel say I know everything.
And where you live?
Where we live? You don't know which part you don't know which part you live. Guess what? Guess how with you? Guess how with you? Let me address you. Let me address.
Look, you know.
No, man. Let me address you. You go like you know everybody.
Man.
You Richards, you know where me live. I mean, I come from long time. Come and tell date also. We shot me live at the outskirts of Fletcher's land.
Man, go up on your balcony. Go up on your balcony and turn on your camera and could see where you live.
Look here, unless you do that, me do that. No, you have you not tell me to turn on the camera. No, you are in a position caution. You can't see my picture of my profile. No, caution. You are in a position to tell nobody to do that. Not you.
Don't beat him too much.
No, me not do that. Me not prove nothing to you. You were idea your caution.
No, I mean turn on my camera.
You idea your caution side. Don't need to do that. Me not do that for please you.
I'm sure you family.
Every day you to show your face.
Me say,
you can't go on my profile and see my face. Me don't like video them.
Me not like man. Listen, me don't want man love that.
Brother, every time you mention
no, I'm sure I'm
boss. Me I said it to say that. Look here. Look here who win. Me say who win. Me say no care who win. Me have to live.
One boy business.
And that me I say anybody who win, me have to live.
Me I go live.
You don't know who's going
more. Me I go live. Listen,
you're sure enough here.
Come on, I go live and have a revelation.
Everybody show my face.
You are the topic. Yeah, come find out some new information about Chopper Media. When you come from my live, when we go live.
Me not come for your
Follow
life.
me.
Your life on the
You
last life.
understand? No, you don't have to come over there.
You not
When
come
you
over
follow
there
me
because
live,
you
come
deal
have a
with
revelation to
with
drop about
people.
Chopper
You
Media
deal with
today.
people like you know no sense. You can't reason for 5 minutes.
Don't worry yourself, man. I
So
tell
me
you,
not
live in
come
a
for your
car
life.
loose.
Your life on the
Yeah,
last
when you
life.
follow the live,
You know what time you pass
over
you
the live,
invite me up.
we have
Enough
a
time you pass you, me see as an
topic
invitation.
about
I mean just
Chopper
decline.
Media. Yeah, man. You want yourself, man.
Nobody now come for your life. Your PNP friend them where you this all the while you come. Ever all the while I hear this. You know what time you hear this them?
Listener,
You know
Carl
what time
Lewis,
them shame and feel coward them feel
Carl
you.
Lewis. Carl
Yeah.
Lewis. Here we go on. I want a 5 days credit. You have $500 diesel card.
No, me have
Get on
service
a
on my yard. Me
$500
have
diesel
service on
card.
my yard. Me not need no
Where
service.
you have
Me have
cheap diesel
service on my
card.
yard.
Some can't buy no credit from you.
No,
Can't buy no credit from you.
no, me have service on my yard, brother.
Some can't buy
Me
no
no
credit
sell
from you.
credit.
The phone card they sell downtown with banana chips. Stop using and be done. Yo, give me a
Hey,
3 bills card, Carl Lewis.
hey,
I'm telling you.
idiot, idiot,
Cut it out, man.
idiot.
What a
My
man do
own, let me
for
tell you how
living
this
has
is.
nothing to do with
My
nothing.
own
We all have to
operate.
survive. So
My
no cut
own,
it out,
my
man.
own
Cut it out.
operate a
And that's why I say
janitorial business.
it's so nasty, bro.
And that's my own though. My owner operate a janitorial service. Phone card me sell downtown. My owner operate a janitorial, a little business. So, brother, go and go run your taxi.
Just easy,
Go
man,
and run
Carl
your
Lewis.
taxi.
Oh, God, man, Carl Lewis. That's
Go
a
and
lie.
run your taxi. My owner operate a janitorial service.
They take away from you, you know. So nobody can tell no lie, you know. The contract where you know, you get taken away from you from 2016, you know. You
Who
leave
are the
like
contract now?
Brother, stop this, no man. Stop
Stop
it.
living, man. Politics, man.
No man, no man, no. Me love it, you know. Hey, me love it. Me love your argument.
Yeah, because you sound like your girl, man. You don't stop it. Let's
Go,
contract, man. Let's release
take up off of the program, the bad man.
Idiot cool. Idiot cool. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Master cool. My
Yesterday
other
was
go on like you know
Thursday.
things.
Politics, this name.
Me own
Wake up,
operate
man.
my own business.
Mr.
Me
Cole,
run a
where's the go on now?
janitorial service for
Where's
myself.
the go on now, Mr. Cole?
Let me tell you this. You talk about contract. Take it from. Take me run me
Say that
contract.
contract again.
If one contract take with I may have had ads.
Then on the contract again, Birchin. Stop
Me have
telling
had
that.
ads. Me
Stop
run
tell
one
that.
business. Me not depend on politician. Me not depend on politician. Learn that.
I
Me not
mean,
depend on politician for eat.
the politician and phone card sell, brother.
Run your taxi.
Yes,
Phone
man,
card
yo.
sell downtown. Go run your taxi, gosh. Everybody know. Go run your taxi and fix up your poor box.
Yeah, I want a 3 bills card for my phone.
Go run your taxi. Yeah, yeah, wrong. Who will tell you? Who will take your information and tell you part? Me run my own business.
Brother, change the topic, man. Change the topic.
Denny go through, Carl. Go through, Denny.
Good afternoon, everyone. Johnstown, good afternoon.
Bless up yourself, G.
Yes. I am on the side listening. And there were some questions that were asked. But because of the shouting back and forth, I am not hearing any answers to some of those questions. Somebody asked about the budget. That X amount came from the revenue from taxes, and X amount was used to pay interest on the debt. And we were to calculate how much is left of that money to run the country. I don't hear the answer to that all now. I would love to hear the answer to that one. Then I also two things I'm going to ask and then I leave. And then I also heard that the Jamaican government borrowed money from some places. There was, I think the IDB was mentioned. I'm not sure which other institution was mentioned, but I can clearly recall that the IDB was mentioned. And I'm listening to hear if that is so. I would love if the quarreling stop and somebody do the research and give the answers so we know what is the fact.
Mr. Denny, before you go, and him also borrow 12 years of future earning from the airport authority.
All right, so
you understand what that means?
We can do some fact checks and see if what you're saying is factual or if you're telling a lie.
Right. But you
understand? And I don't want the quarreling. I'm just listening for the answer.
Right. You understand what the meaning of borrowing 12-year future payment? That means instead of collecting yearly, him ask for 12-year payment upfront from the airport authority. They call it future earning. Him borrow 12 years of that. $11.4 billion. And
you can borrow from yourself? Can you borrow from yourself?
Who run the airport?
You're not borrowing from yourself. You're borrowing for based on your future.
And what is wrong? What is wrong with if the government takes money to give to poor people? What is wrong with that?
Nobody's saying that. We're debating the fact that there were loans taken. That's what we're talking about.
Which no.
Wait now.
No.
All right,
now respond to it. Cool.
Well, on, man, Carl, not answer the man ask 2 questions, brother. You can try to answer them 2 questions. So, US 20 million IBD loan geared at improving police investigation. So, we borrow this in 2017. I'm going to check again and see if there's any other borrowing. We're going from them time. So, we have 2017. All right. This is 2024. IBD Invest provided US 30 million in lending. Hold on there. Let me read out this. So much money I borrow, boy. Okay, this themselves boost the agriculture productivity. Well, I don't know. Let me see if no more dead.
What did the man? 140 million US dollar from World Bank.
100 how much? From World Bank? No, me I talk about IDB. IDB him asks about us. Yeah.
Yeah,
we get money.
But you said from World Bank too also. Yeah.
World Bank too?
Yeah.
Yes, he said World.
Yeah, we get
IDB World Bank. Let me hear.
And the Caribbean Development Bank as well, and Chinese Exim Bank as well.
IDB World Bank. IDB is a World Bank.
World Bank. IDB is the Inter-American Development Bank. IDB is different from the World Bank.
That they up to New Kingston. IDB they up to New Kingston. You know the bank there? It's a World Bank.
IDB is an international organization.
Me I say them have a location in a New Kingston. Me know that they have a office. They have across from Emancipation Park. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a World Bank in a okay. Now that's enough for say man. But we know them have an office down here.
No, World Bank is different from IDB. 2 separate entities.
Which one?
World Bank is one entity and IDB is one entity.
Exactly. That is what me just say. Me say IDB. Me I talk about the IBD loan them. Me not go to World Bank loan yet. Me I talk about IDB. Me ask a question about the money them we borrow. So more than likely, we don't want to hear the different agency them factual. That's what them say. If no want me come say, yo, we borrow this and that. He would want to know me can read out something and chop all a date. Him can go check for himself. Probably him not the time. And other people maybe him know, and other people don't know. He want them to know what go on. So we just can't just say, oh, we borrow money this, we borrow money this. Read it out, make the people understand that clearly way I try to indicate that him probably have the knowledge and me know him have the knowledge. But his point, him try point to in a direction based upon the reason when come up here with. So we have to understand where I'm coming. So we get IBD loan few times, 2 times so far as when me I check. Me not go to the rest of place them yet.
The amount. Let us hear the amount.
30 million US in 2014, 20 million US in 2017.
It's up 2014.
2017 and 2024.
Okay. Right, World Bank.
Oh, you want World Bank now?
Yes, let us hear World Bank. They gave us IDB and you have given us. So we want to hear
so World Bank.
World Bank and how much at what time?
All right, US $12 million. That is just the other day, October 2024. So we borrow $12 million in October. The Kingston Waterfront Project. Well, this is not really no whole heap of money. Them lend $1,500 US. Them lend them little bit of money there too. That time in 2018.
1,500 or 15 million. Look at the figure.
No, 1,500. Me see 1,500. Me see right there. So me know the zero them.
Yeah.
1,500.
That's it. Go to the computer and bring up.
Yeah.
Right, them done on the club.
Alright, so let me just break it down. So 2017, $70 billion.
How much?
Yeah. Yeah, may have it. So 2017, 70 million US dollar for disaster risk management. That's a World Bank. They're talking about 2020, 150 million US dollar for development policy loan.
You could have just direct me to your source where you're getting that information from.
2022 to 2024. $500 million US dollar. Go back.
And to what did that go to?
World Bank 20.
So again, in another year, June the 11th, 2024, we signed another 20 million with World Bank.
Loan to support COVID 2022 to 2024 additional project and directly go to the World Bank, the American Development Banking.
Alright, and we have 2019 $40 million US dollar
the amount
to boost the agriculture sector
for $500 million that we had 2022 to 2024. So that 20 million would be in the 500 million US dollar.
So could we
the Caribbean Development Bank 2016 to
so can I conclude then that what you're saying is factual? Could I conclude that what you're saying is factual? Your source is
realize something. Everybody has struggled for real out the figures them.
Absolutely.
No, because
everybody has struggled. How someone struggling at one?
Call. A whole heap in a call.
Absolutely, and I'm going to tell you.
A whole heap, man. Because he has $70 million in a 2020 with them borrow again.
Carl, shut up. Carl, shut
Yeah,
No,
internet a lot.
talk where you talk and shut the fuck. Just talk where you talk. Let's get me off of my rock.
No, bother with the insulting and stuff.
Yeah, just
I
deal with
was
that.
going to just say to
Learn.
Denny,
See if
Denny,
what each side
what I'm
say
telling you
is
So, all right.
factual.
So Denny,
is that the
we are get
entity
off
that
of the
the youth are
World Bank
taking from,
website.
you can go to their website.
World Bank website.
Yeah, World Bank website. Some say 2020, 70 million, 2021, 10
2020,
million.
20 million. Hold on. Let's go slow. Let's go slow. Just a moment. Caution. Caution saying
Yeah,
World Bank.
World
Everybody
Bank.
can't talk at the same time, or else we're not going to learn anything. So caution is saying World Bank lend us 70 million, you say?
70 million US 2020.
70 million US. And what it stated to what project it
All right.
went to?
It said the first economic resilience development policy loan aims to help Jamaica advance to its economic reform agenda.
All right. So we all agree that that is factual, authentic.
Yeah, and the World Bank website.
No, I don't agree.
All right. So you don't agree. So let's hear why you don't agree.
I don't agree because of tourists. The source where it come from. Yeah, you're right. And the first me agree with you from morning. I have to check for myself. You're right. You see, I don't agree, I agree. No. You're right. First me agree with you from morning. I'm going to check it for myself. I have to check it definitely in detail for myself. And this, I'm homework. But I'm stand by what I say no.
Sparta, you know how to put Sparta, you know how to put in the big box.
Borrowing one. For myself.
You know how to do it? You know how to maximize the person box so I can at least show that brother here will say more have to see it for himself. Because I know him not going to look, you know.
No, I still don't want you show me nothing, brother. I will look
Jesus
for myself. I search for myself. No, I don't want you show me nothing. I don't want you show me nothing.
There's no need for the quarreling, you know.
Labor right all the way.
I saw me talk strong, you know. You see this Dutch man we are talking about people talk strong. I say me express strong to you know. So don't know why I'm afraid of my strong talking.
We have 110 persons listening. We have persons on the far you page. We have young persons listening.
So what?
We want the information. So when you speak, you must speak with a certain level of clarity.
Blair. You know, me accept a little part the way you say. But Blair, Mr. Blair, me accept the little part the way you say. So when you speak, you must speak with certain clarity. You're right. I don't dispute that. Why I dispute? Source where information that come from. The source that is not credible. I don't want no PNP spin off no real
The World Bank website not credible. International
IDB website not credible.
The Caribbean Development Bank website not credible. That is what you're saying, Carl.
That's why they say the investigation is wrong.
I am saying to you, sir.
These people say the same thing.
Source where that come from, the people who were the utterance, who were make the utterance and I really have to figure. It's people like you.
Yes.
And you're a PNP friend them. And I am saying, you people never always credible.
Before we come online, we do the research. And we apply critical thinking. Understand? Because if you earn $900 million in taxes and you pay 74% of 900, the balance is what is left to run the country with a budget of $1.3 trillion.
All right, Mr. Blair.
Hold on, let me finish the point.
Okay.
For educating the people on the platform. So you will have to tell the people where you get the additional funds to fund the 1.3 trillion budget, and that is what we are trying to do.
And I am saying to you, the government surpass its projection in collecting tax. So that is where the additional funding come from. Every single ministry where the government expect to collect $10, them end up collect $20. And some case 15, and some case 20.
Paul,
All right.
Paul, what
I want.
are saying that Jamaica, right?
I'm still a bit confused because if it is stated that the revenue, this is the revenue, this is what we get from taxes, X amount. Can you repeat how much we got from taxes to fund the budget?
We got 900 billion Jamaican dollars in taxes.
$900 billion come from all taxes, from everywhere where they cut the taxes from.
Exactly.
That amount up to the $9 billion.
Right. The 9, yeah.
And Mr. Blair, with all due respect to you, my brother.
Every entity
Let Carl
see the tax collection.
Let me finish the point.
When you put all that together, it still comes to 9.
Let Mr. Blair finish making the point. Let Mr. Blair finish making point.
Out of the $900 billion, 72% of that going to pay down the interest and the debt.
Yeah, I get that part, Mr. Blair. I got that part. Yes. What I am still struggling with is because Mr. Lewis said that the extra tax, the extra money to fund the budget comes from extra tax that was collected. But then in what you have just read, all those excess tax would still be in that 900 billion that is collected from taxes.
Exactly.
That is what I'm trying to figure out, and that is what I'm trying to understand, see if I can get clear.
Exactly.
So are we talking about that excess tax? Is that included?
Remember now, sir. Remember now, hold on there. Remember now,
yeah.
It's not just taxes alone the money come from, You have grant also, and you have a drawdown where the government drawdown from the NHT. So Mr. Blair fail to point out this also to you, which him intentionally, I think him intentionally do. Fail to point out, say, government from Portia Simpson Miller from 2011 or 12. From 2011 or 12 started to hold on, man.
That information is not necessary to go back in that history. What is necessary?
No, it's necessary for clarity because it don't include in the 90 and the billions when in real out to you. The drawdown
so let us hear then. All right, let us hear then now how much
Carl,
that the NHT had contributed to the budget.
Once and the NHT contribution came up to $150 billion. That make it 900. That means $1,050 billion, $500 billion, right? So you still have a shortfall because the budget is $1,300 billion. So add another $150 billion on the 900. And subtract that from the $1.3 trillion. And see how much I have left.
Somebody do the maths.
But repeat the thing again.
So, all right. 150 billion is with grant and what them get from the old interest. So you add that to the 950, you get 1 trillion and 500 billion.
No, not 500 billion.
No, yeah, no, 50 billion, right? Yeah. 50, yeah. So that would have left you with what? $250 billion.
Right.
Okay.
Right. 2.5 billion.
Well, answer call. Before we go there, so the budget last year had a shortfall of $45 billion. So you're going to minus another 45 from the 900 billion. So that would make you up to around $300 call it around 300 billion shortfall. That is where the government go and borrow in order
All right.
to pay that $300 billion.
All right. Mr. Lewis is saying the government has not borrowed any money. So let us hear Mr. Lewis answer now.
No, listen, I am not persuaded that the government do not real borrowing. Me not dismiss it in totality, but I am yet to be persuaded, sir. That the government really go out and a link borrowing. Somebody need to mute them mic.
Just stick up in now. So, Mr. Lewis, would you agree that there is a shortfall there when after we have collected our taxes and all the grants and all the NHT, there's still a shortfall within the budget?
That argument of shortfalling continue for third round by PNP. I don't know if it was
no.
And Uruguay, what on, sir? What on, man? Me love the tempo of the argument.
Budget. We are talking about.
Yeah, and I am saying to you again, I don't know if that is so. Because up to now, I don't hear no agent of the government or the government itself come out and say there is a shortfall. I don't hear it.
No, we're not saying it's
the budget. I don't hear the government say there's a shortfall in the budget. I don't hear them say that.
There's not a shortfall.
The initial budget has a shortfall.
We are saying that the money, after you collected all the taxes that is stated in the budget, that will fund that part of the budget, there is still another part of the budget that you now would have to explain where that money comes from.
Yeah, and that is what I said to you, my brother. Right. I am saying to you, I am not persuaded that there's a shortfall. Because I have not heard the government up to now come out and say there's a shortfall. We have to table another estimate, go to parliament and do some. Mr. Blade, know what I talk about.
I'm not saying. I wonder if he's understanding what I'm saying.
No, say it again.
Okay.
I am saying we have a budget presented to us.
What are them, Mr. Blade? Let me hear the argument, man.
We have a budget presented to us. How much is it? One point some trillion?
$1.3 trillion.
3 trillion. And the
1.3 trillion. 1.3 trillion.
And out of that 1.3, how much we identify? Out of that 1.3, how much we identify so we collect through?
And the government and the Minister of Finance itemize how the budget is funded. So one of the items is from revenue, one is from grant and NHT. So we get all the grants, we get all the taxes. But when we get all of that, come up to the 1 point how much trillion?
How the shortfall is how much?
So we need to know now where the finance minister getting that money to know finance
to fund the budget. To finish fund. All right. And I am saying to you.
Hold on there. Let me answer the man now. Let me answer the man. Sir, you're asking this question for what reason?
When why the man ask a question for what reason?
Hold on. Let me answer him.
Wrong. People don't know what's going on.
I can answer.
You're clear. What's wrong with you, man?
I was scrolling through my TikTok, came upon this live, was listening to the live, and I heard the discussion back and forth.
Likewise myself, yeah.
And I heard, I think it's Mr. Blair or whoever it was that was saying that the government
Okay, no. If the Prime Minister will just come out.
The government borrow loan to push the budget or not? That we need to ask.
Like this.
That we need to answer. Did the government borrow loan to push the budget or not?
So look here, we don't need to understand one thing. You see, me am 58-year-old. I don't look as young as me appear. I've lived through PJ Patterson, and I was old enough to understand what was going on in Michael at the time. And through all these years, government would have borrowed money to meet certain shortfall. So what is wrong if the government borrow money to meet shortfall?
Nobody. But you the program with call, I tell people that this program, I tell lies, say this government don't borrow no money.
This man now the conversation. You must start the conversation. Because we are not saying there's a problem if the government borrow loan. We're saying the government borrow loan and they need to admit it. That's what we're saying.
So what? The government is still buying papers. The government is even still buying bonds on the market.
So what? Why you know sometimes? Cool. You know sometimes. What are the prime time?
What is wrong with that?
You know sometimes. You know.
We don't tell the man say you the government
prime.
No, but the conversation.
Money.
You know, sometimes I wonder where the real wonder where PNP gets.
What wrong with them when PJ Patterson did?
No wonder where PNP gets some information. Because of them alone have some information, you know.
Tell the man say you say the government no borrow no money.
Read more.
Tell the man where the conversation have come from. And that I need to find out.
Me not afraid to talk when me say no. I was
tell the man. You know why we have more information? We have
a lies.
We read.
Because when you have going on my personal business and contract and lose contract and this and that.
Call our leader. I hear Uno program say when Andrew Collins get punched in 2016, the NIR broke. That's another lie. The NIR should add $1 million.
Look here. I don't hear nobody say that. I hear always a flirt with this argument. I hear always a flirt with this argument. You Mr. Cole. I hear you always a flirt on this argument by saying when the GLP took office in 89, the NIR was nil, right? Now that's 89. How much? 89. What was it? And me still ask you to. I'm gonna ask it from morning. I'm gonna ask it again. What was the NIR when the GLP took office in 1980? You don't know.
Negative 100.
Who?
We negative 100.
What you say? Hold on. Money did it, right? Better say money did it.
Negative. No. Negative. Me a give benefit of the doubt. Not negative.
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Don't give me nothing.
No, man.
We never pivot to 1979, 1980. We want you
don't want about 1980, right?
Whether the present government has borrowed money to finance the budget. That is
and I am saying, I'm still stand by it. Until somebody can point it out to me, bring the evidence in front of me for say, Carl, this is where the government borrow from. We still have reservation.
Then send you the information. Then tell you to go to the World Bank, go to the IDB, go to the standard.
I'm still up on the program. As soon as we done, I'm going to look for where it says. I'm going to look for where it says because I am not educated.
You have your point and you have the information.
What tell you why you're not person?
Before you argue your point.
Because police don't come out and say, yes, we borrow money. Yeah, that's the reason why
the last money Nigeria borrow before go away is $260 billion. 2024.
Who? From who? Who borrowed from?
What if the man borrowed? No wrong with that. Money ago.
Your part still in a prime. You want to tell me which part still in up? You really want to tell me where?
What on, man, before Nigel went to parenting now, nothing wrong with that. Right? How your tune tree in change from you was on live with the rest of labor rights them and saying, the government go borrow no money and then buy 100 new bus with our own money. Now that the tune change and evidential facts.
Allow the man you have a prime minister. Make the man run the country. And until election call if Mark Bolin will, which I don't think you will ever see God knows. You understand what I'm saying?
He will win.
You're gonna wear them. You're gonna wear them cool.
No, man, that's it.
No, you're gonna wear them. You're gonna wear them.
No, man. You see James go. You see James go.
Your own identity. So you can't come back on.
Thomas was there. And one seat in St. Parish Council. And what happened? We retain back Rain and Town.
What happened?
Hold on, man. Jail, a PNP stronghold them there. So
Is that joke? Is that joke? Cool.
PNP stronghold them.
You read that about man? February, man.
Talk something will make sense.
Carl.
And I try to educate to it in a way where listen man, brethren, that will only in especially you in a call. The man come up and a man point to a very critical information. So we go check. Open up the camera.
All right.
Show yourself step on the website and check. And you know what you say? You say you don't want to see it from me because me.
No, I don't want to see it. No, I'm a maintain that cash. I don't want to see it.
Listen, listen,
everything what you talk is fabricated. Everything what you talk, everything what you talk fabricated.
Discussion.
Everything what you talk fabricated. You don't want to show me, no. Everything what you talk fabricated.
So why you not read it?
And I am saying to you, I say about 50 times I say the same thing, you know. I say as soon as this is my homework. This is my homework.
Come on for the program,
yeah,
I'm going to read it now.
Come on for the live.
Come on for the program. I'm going to read it now.
I have no opinion on nothing, you know.
Dear Richard.
Come on, I'm going to read it now.
You can't have an opinion on something you don't know.
Yeah. We have to have an opinion on speak. You have to speak definitively.
Wait, you're not asleep, man.
No, I never asleep. I listen because I'm interruptive like you.
Oh no, me know say you try sticking one for your PNP friend them.
No, I'm not sticking nothing now. Coming up part of my mindset is
bad. You're neutral, but you're sticking one for your friend them.
Well, if a man stick up a PNP, you're sticking up for a prime minister that is under investigated for illicit investment.
That's
Mr. Cole,
same as him.
Mr. Cole, you need to go lock up the Prime Minister. Him live on Beverly Hills, get some police and go lock him up. Get some police, go lock him up.
Get some police, that you need to do up and everybody who are supporting a man.
But we know, because we do it 1976. And not to do 1976, you know. We lock up all of the labor right now win an election. Uno have to. Uno will be taking right them 1976 and win an election. But you can't do it again.
We're not here to trade.
Integrity call.
Seabreeze there a long time.
Yes, integrity, man.
Why you with Seabreeze? I say everybody should.
Yeah, Seabreeze. Start now, Seabreeze.
No, what? Well, I'm just gonna talk on Carl. The way he's talking is like if his son would say, for instance, hey, you got kids, Carl?
Come on, we have 5 kids.
So if you, for instance, if you live with the kids, them right, and you leave from your house and come back and see your kid with a television in your house, would you ask him and get it from?
Yes, man.
And if he tell you and it's wrongfully earned it, what would you say to him?
May I recommend him?
To do
as
what?
a father.
To do what?
May I recommend him for saying me not tolerate that?
So how you tolerate it? How you tolerating now? What's going on? But you wouldn't do you would have
tolerate who? What is going on? Tell me what is going on.
You should do the same for everybody.
What is going on?
You should say the same for everybody because
no, what is going on? Tell me what is. Tell me what
you are talking about. You're talking for Andrew only. You're not talking
Yes,
to
so what
nothing
is
else.
going on with Andrew Holness?
Whatever
All
you
right,
guys
the
them say wrong
allegation.
is going
What
on.
is
It's
going
like you're
on? What
supporting
is going
wrong.
on
You're
wrong?
supporting wrong. You don't
Oh,
know
I
right from
can't
wrong.
tell you.
Carl,
I can't
don't
to
make them
you. Look here, man.
Carl, don't make
Look here.
them
You
judge
can't
you,
come in
brother.
and I swear say you don't open the mic to say something more sensible. Make you humiliate and caution and the rest of PNP
Let
them
me
say
say
something. You're
something to
not
you.
coming
Carl,
out.
so
You
Carl,
don't
during
let me
18
say something.
year PNP,
Do you know right from wrong?
Carl,
have any
hold
corruption?
on, Mr. Cole.
Carl,
Let me
during
answer,
18,
answer the money. Let
Carl,
me answer the money.
Carl, Carl,
Mr.
during
Cole, Mr.
18
Cole,
years,
Mr.
did
Cole, I know
PNP
you're
have any
Hold on, let me see
corruption?
one say. Make prime
I know you're timing. Sir,
Is it PNP corrupt?
let me ask you a question. Um, I've been hearing this.
During the
The
18
prime
years, did
minister.
PNP have any corruption?
No, man. Just allow me, sir. I'm
Mr.
addressing
Cole now ear
Mr.
properly look
Cole. I
like,
am
you know. Mr.
addressing
Cole,
the
mute your
man
mic, little.
Yeah, Mr. Cole.
During the 18 years,
I've
did
been
PNP
hearing
have
this.
any corruption?
Oh
During
God,
the
have mercy.
18 years, did
Look like him
PNP have
now. It
any
look like him
corruption?
now earphone.
During the
Mr. Cole, let me
18
Mr.
years,
say
Cole,
did
hold on there. Somebody has said something.
Make you speak.
Mr. Cole,
during
hold
the
on, Mr.
18
Cole. Make prime digital go through.
during the 18 years, during the
You have to
18
go
years,
mute
did
him,
PNP
chance, son. You have to go mute him.
never open the mic?
Him
Never
not
open
here.
the
Him
mic.
not here. Mute him.
Yeah, here. I'm hearing what I'm asking. Me said during the
No, but
18
man,
years,
you that go through
Calm
now.
down, Mr.
PNP
Cole.
have any corruption?
Oh, yeah, here.
Mr. Cole, chill out,
Yeah, man. During the
chill
18
out for a minute,
No, me
Cole.
not
Chill
gonna
during
out.
answer
the
that yet.
Hold on, Mr.
He's
Cole.
Chill
Let
out
me
for a
come back
minute,
to
He's
you.
winding
Cole.
him up,
Chill
but
out.
Mr. Cole, chill out.
We'll come back to you, Mr. Cole. I'm not paid yet, but I give some gift to keep quiet. But you know what, man?
oh,
Go and
in
find
the
out something
8
from Mr. Cole.
Mr. Cole,
PNP
chill
have
out.
any corruption?
Mr. Cole, chill out. Chill out, Mr. Cole.
Then someone say, Mr. Cole, hold on, make prime digital go through.
Yeah, Mr. Seabreeze. What more want you do, see?
Mm-hmm.
Try to avoid the PNP propaganda and the libelous thing.
Let me tell you,
What
let
can
me
you
stop there.
prove?
Let me
Because you can't, you know what?
Make it finish, Seabreeze, make it finish, man.
Hold on, my brother, I'm finished. You are here go come with is that the prime? Because let me tell you something. I'm not just Jamaican and listen to this, you know.
No,
There
that's
are
what I was
people
going to
from
say to
other
you, and
countries
I'm
who
not
are
living in
listening.
Jamaica,
In
and a lot
fact,
of people,
they
a lot
would
of
have
people
tell you
that
that
tell
is
you.
true. What
Yes.
proof do you have that the Prime Minister is involved in any shenanigans or malfeasance? Do you have any proof? Have you conducted an audit? If you don't, then my advice to you, because if I was the Prime Minister, you know what I would do?
Mm-hmm.
Let me put no phone on the house arrest. No phone on the able come on social media. This Prime Minister is very
Because you're all
tolerant.
bullies. You know all
Very,
bullies.
very
Entity.
tolerant.
You know our
But
entity of
Mr.
bullies.
C, Mr. C,
Entity of
Mr.
bullies.
CLC, Mr.
Don't say you don't
CLC,
do that. Carry on
Mr.
anyway.
CLC, Mr. CLC, I agree with you. You cannot speak on something you don't know.
Exactly.
But why are you
All right, me
speaking?
can't speak.
Why are you speaking
Let
and
me
saying?
speak for
Can
it.
I
You
answer
know
you?
what me speak for it.
Hold up now.
According to the
Hold up, I'm asking man a question. Hold up a minute, please.
Wait,
Hold
no
up a
man,
minute,
wait,
let
no
me ask the
man.
man a question. Hold up
Simple,
a
I
minute,
got ask
please.
an important question.
Let me
Ask a
ask the man
question.
a question. Please,
Yeah.
hold up. The man is saying it is wrong for you to speak on something you don't know. But why is he defending something that he does not know either?
Big question that. The question that deserve $1
Good
million
question.
right now
Good
out of the
question.
3
That is.
trillion.
There you
Let me
go.
tell you what. Let me tell you, friend. There's a thing they call natural justice. You see, in law, there's a thing they call natural justice. You can't accuse somebody of something, right?
And it
And
is
you
true.
can't prove.
I make it true. You accuse somebody of something that does not make it true.
In other words, you can't be running with this thing that the Prime Minister is a thief, the Prime Minister is this, the Prime Minister is that. What is Mark Golden? What was the same thing about
No,
Mark
but everybody have a freedom of speech, and everybody have freedom of speech.
Integrity Commission.
Freedom of
Mark
speech.
Golding.
Yes, freedom of speech,
Freedom of
Mark
speech.
free to
Golding is
speculate.
not
Everybody is
supporting
free to
Integrity
speculate.
Commission.
Sir, that's
The
a
Integrity
speculation. That is
Commission.
libel.
Everybody is free to
Hold
speculate.
on, hold on,
Everybody
man.
is
Hold
free
on,
to
hold
Sir,
on,
let me
hold
tell you
on.
speculate.
something. That
Hold
is
on. There is one
libel.
question the Integrity Commission is asking.
We don't
And
want you
it's
about the integrity
asking
commission.
the one question of the Prime Minister. And the question is,
Well,
tell
why
me
about the
how
integrity?
you get your riches.
How
That's
did
all the
Mark
Prime
Golden get
Minister
him
has
rich?
to do.
How did
Prove to
Mark
the
Golden get him
Integrity
rich?
Commission
How
where
did
he
Mark
get the
Golden get
riches
him rich,
from.
brother? How
Oh,
did Mark
Mark
Carl.
Golden get him
Golding
rich?
is not before the Commission. Mark Golding
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Because him own nothing in Jamaica.
You know why?
Because he own nothing in Jamaica.
Weaponize the IC.
Up to
The PNP
2023,
weaponize the IP.
Mark Golding
You understand me? I want to use that as a propaganda.
has
What
been certified.
tell the Jamaican people is what plan Mark Golding have to govern this country.
Brother, you cannot break down the institution that need to keep the country straight. You cannot break it down. You cannot lose trust in it.
Who know Mr. Neutral, Silk?
Attack everybody. You attack everybody.
Labour right are the only one who have problem with integrity commission.
The PNP have
No.
I don't know who have problem with
the PNP.
I don't know your own idea.
Comrade Blair.
Big man, Jamaica, man, on Labour.
And see.
You're not me not have to tell you what you think.
Orange Ranger.
Me plead the fifth. Me not answer the question.
Orange. I don't even know what it is because I come with them and me know what they sense.
Yeah. Oh, you pay because all of them is accusation. All of them are accusations. That means the PNP no have none. None.
Brother.
So I come the one.
No, man, an accusation for the man. Try and found the Prime Minister guilty already, you know. Wanna try the Prime Minister and find him guilty already, you know. And an accusation all of them, man. You know the Prime Minister guilty. So if we don't go to prison.
I found him guilty.
And that we don't do, you know. And an accusation where money concerned. Him guilty and him for go to prison.
But Carl, it no matter if a man won't find him guilty.
I found him
it does not matter if a man won't find him guilty. If the court not find him guilty, then he's not guilty. But every man have a right.
I found him guilty.
No. So every man have a right for every man have a, let me ask you something, Silk. Every man have a right for see you walk down the street and say, see, the brother they are criminal or him a murderer. Him have a right to do that?
Of course, but is it true?
You don't take it lightly, so. You don't take it lightly. Me want you to answer me fairly. You don't take it lightly.
The question is
child molested. You don't take that lightly.
You know where the Prime Minister get the money from.
And I don't interested. I don't know and I don't interested. You know where the money from? You know where the money from? No, me no want to know.
Them answer them make you sound ignorant. Them answer them make you
What kind of answer? What kind of answer?
You don't care and you don't want to know.
I don't know. Why should I care? Why should I care when Prime Minister want to get him money from?
Your
business. I'm on the law.
It is important. It is important. It is important. It's not just for you. It is not just for you.
If the Prime Minister getting money from thieves, then the law must take it force.
God, it is not just for you. It is for your kids, generation to come.
Sir,
don't look at it as in a selfish position.
If the Prime Minister getting money from drugs,
all man in your bin buyer.
The law must take it force. Not me.
Don't make the man carry around in a circus, Carl. Let me ask the man now when he's
what do you mean in a circus? They must tell themselves.
You know, one big here you know mine.
Dr. Paul, hold on, make Prime Digital go through.
The Prime Minister take 34,000 US out of parity. Take it and buy stocks and bond. In commit fraud. As according to the IC report.
All right, fine. You make your point. Tell me something now. What does Mark Golding, what plan does he have to govern this country? Let me tell you something. You know, see all of them sitting there and say, Mark Golding now go come and take the man. Confused people. So hold on, it's when you
get into power,
when they roll them fix brother, on no drive from them, on no walk in a bush. You understand? I want to know sick. When I go buy green bush.
It's only in Jamaica you people talk about.
I'm not just compare every day.
Country road is normal and everything is normal. It's only Jamaica.
That's why you know identity. That's why you don't have no identity, you know. You have no identity.
You have
You're a pump fire.
Vote this man.
Jamaica is our land.
Let Dr. Paul respond to Prime Digital.
Can you come in like
our land? Not our land. And a mark-holding land. And our land. And a mark-holding land.
Foolishness.
The land you and a mark-holding one.
Peer propaganda. Foolishness.
Jamaica
None fit on people.
And a mark-holding land. Our land like PJ Patterson land, Portia Simpson land, and a mark-holding land. And a mark-holding land. Our land like PJ land, my land, your land, and a mark-holding land. And a mark-holding land. And a mark-holding land.
He said,
They would have never see office again, man. They would have never see
Jamaican
office.
people is saying, call it and you call it.
Hello.
Look here, hey.
Because me are one of them.
That's kind of Jamaican people. Who knows so? Who knows so?
We're not busy which party you want to power now. As long as a man wrong, he wrong.
The man is wrong, brother. The man is wrong all the way, and people are listening.
Mr. Seabreeze, which part you got about, man?
What wrong with? What wrong with Seabreeze?
Which one got the private channel investigation? Man,
Where wrong with? Where wrong with? Because let me ask you something. Seabreeze, if you want an investigation, that's all you are putting. If you want somebody you hear about this argument that you innocent and you prove guilty.
Not hearing.
No, you know what? So why they don't send him a prison then? Why they don't lock him up?
What do you mean? You know, two man
the one who not go
man. The whole world is watching what the man is doing. You think? Are you
the whole PNP are watching.
The police, the one day, and
the whole world is watching your prime minister, my friend.
Tell him to call me the police, the one day.
The whole world is what is doing.
You are one of the people.
When you're done with him, when he is done,
and then let me tell you, it's not.
Let me explain this to him. Let me explain this to him.
Let me explain this to him. Let me explain this.
Let me explain this. So that tongue that for them old people when you pictures and you pack up in night, see them here. You come and contact who you have your own house.
Brethren, when they have to no insult to each other, brethren.
Don't trace it. Don't trace it.
Silk and coal. Listen to what I the prime. 1 second the prime. Not a film business. 1 second. Silk. The PNP have a history of bullying people. 1979, the PNP call a state of emergency and lock up all of the labor right them and then call an election. And it will never happen again. Them can't do it again.
1979, PNP call a state of emergency. 1976. 76. And why was it? Why was it? Yeah. Why was the state of emergency?
I can tell you, just the political upmanship.
No, we can't agree with that.
You can imagine you lock up the one
I cannot agree with you with that.
I cannot agree with you with that. Oh, come on, man.
What had happened, there was too much violence going on. That's why the man have to
violence
between political parties. Between political parties.
And I just opponent them alone in the violence, right?
Parties. There was.
Yeah, but here are your opponent. You lack of permanent charge. You lack of
Listen, Mr. Carl. You come to talk with partiality, no? Me no partiality. Labor right.
Partiality.
Listen, no man. Listen me now. What labor right did bad. What labor right did bad. They did it bad. What labor did bad. They did it bad. You understand?
All I money them ago.
Who are the parties?
And that
members will do
so that did right. That did right.
Listen, if you listen what I'm saying, if you can just listen.
The rich, yeah, hold on there. I think it. Eh?
If you can just listen, brother Carl. Me no
So you're not
party,
the prime
no.
minister.
Me
You're
not
prime
talk
minister.
to me not talk to
Are
party.
you
Me
the
not
prime
talk to
minister?
political party.
You
Me
want to
talk
reach
to
as much as you
Jamaican.
want. Are you the prime minister? You are silly. The prime minister cannot be like a normal person. But
Well,
this
the
is
prime
and
minister
this
must
and that.
report.
Me not
Capitalize. No,
talk.
no, no,
Me
not
not
that.
talk
You
to
know what? You
You
people
Jamaican.
out there.
I'm
must report.
Jamaican.
You
I'm
must
not
report,
talking
brother,
to
because you
party.
don't live here. You don't
Capitalize,
want
man.
nobody to come from whether we live in Canada,
But rich.
US, or UK, come take over no life. Whether PNP
So
or
you need to
take
talk
on it.
about life
They have
because
to
you
do
Brother,
want
them,
to talk
man.
rubbish to
brother,
people and
brother,
people
And
brother,
and people that
brother,
are not food.
brother
let
CLC,
me tell
brother
you something.
CLC,
But this.
brother
Let me take a
CLC,
while
it
in
doesn't
front of
matter
fire.
where a
Let me
man
take a
live in
while in front
passport,
of
them a
Take a
Jamaican.
while in front of fire.
So
The
him a
boy play
different
me that
from
Can't
too.
you.
take a
You know,
while.
Jamaica,
You
Him
know,
a
Jamaica,
Libya.
different
not
from
food.
You don't
you.
have a
Him
Yeah?
vote, you
But
passport
Jamaica. How come
classified
the
as a
from where born
Jamaican,
and
so
grow?
he's not different from you. No
You
matter where
don't,
you
you don't
vote.
have a vote, yes, I don't even want to hear your voice.
A
Oh,
man
shut up,
can vote.
mate.
Once you have a Jamaican passport, you can vote anytime. That not exclude you
But
from
All
rude
right.
and
Me tell
this
you,
and that.
Kill. The leader,
No, but the
your
man them
comrade
play.
you
leader,
meet a
Mark
brother there
Foley,
when
Man,
named
is not
stick
a
it to
Carl
me,
Jamaican.
bro.
I kind of
Hold
embarrass him
on.
and him share the same
Hold
I'm
view.
on, the sea
56
breeze.
years old, bro.
I
Carl
know where
Lewis,
the
you're a
mic
big
on.
sycophant.
Oh.
Me hear
Big
what Dan say for
sycophant.
say.
I'm
Dan say,
saying Carl Lewis is a sycophant. It remind me of the lady who come on Bankashan show yesterday and said, if Kashan asked her, said, if you
Yes.
found out that the
I
Prime
want
Minister
listen as well.
stole $3 trillion, would you still vote for him? The man say
She
yes.
said yes. She said
so
yes.
what wrong with that?
She
And
said yes.
that
What
and
you
What
that
mean
is
with
is
that
what
calling that?
you
opinion?
are,
What is
Carl
wrong with
Lewis.
that?
You're a sycophant.
Yes, so what
It
is
no
wrong with
matter
that?
where the man do, you
So
are
what is wrong with that?
and
If she
you
say
should
that
just
she
come out
don't,
and
is a
say,
fair
no,
loyalty
no.
stand for him. What is
You
wrong with that?
must come out and
Wicked to the
say
people of
that
Jamaica. No found out that I blight the
Hello.
Jamaican future, brother.
Do not
hear
Come
me
on,
I say
man.
respond
no.
to them
Carl
statement.
Lewis
Let me
must
tell
come
you
out
something.
and say
All I
that
need is for you
regardless
to
of what this
respond
Prime
to it.
Minister is found
That
to
is,
be culpable of, I will still support it. That's what
Only
he
see,
said.
sir,
when
you
I
don't have
try
anything
to
to do.
execute the
The
man
Prime
and
Minister
not
could
the
not
man
have
before
hold on
try
and
him.
put
Prime,
hold
I
on
tell
right
you
now.
something. You're talking crap. You're
Yeah,
saying
that we
that,
not try to, and we will not do that.
hold
We
on,
are not
Carl
going
Lewis.
to execute
You
Carl
without
cannot
Lewis,
do that.
you need to come
until we
out and
find him
say,
guilty.
Carl Lewis,
You
you
will
need to
not
come
do
out and
that,
say
bro.
We no,
whatever
you
this
want to
Prime
do that.
Minister is
You want
culpable.
you want
Everybody else will
lock
do
him
I
that.
down
will
You
before
will
support
not
him
do it. That
before
the world will do that because people is not
three
everybody
process
is a robber.
is go.
just call a spade,
Let
Carl
him have
Lewis.
let him
Man,
have
a
finish him
spade
point
with
now.
what? I don't
Let me
have
done
no
talk.
evidence that the man do
Give
anything.
me my
I don't have
chance to
no
talk.
evidence.
What do you mean you
No
don't have
evidence
evidence?
at
Do you
all.
have
Prove the
evidence that he
IC.
don't do it? Do you
I
have
have
Everything,
no
evidence that he
evidence.
don't
everything
do
in
it?
the top
Man,
up,
them
You
give
man.
me
don't
a
have no
chance to
evidence
talk,
that
no
he do
man.
anything.
Nothing.
Man,
Do
them
you
give me
have
a
Okay.
chance to
evidence
talk.
that he don't do it?
What I make them
Man,
see
them give
finish
me
him
a
point and
chance to
then the
talk.
man him chip in after.
Prime and Carl, you are trying to say that there is no evidence, and that is just baseless
So
and
where is the
factual.
evidence? Where
Hold
is
on,
the
man, let me
evidence?
talk, Regine. Let me speak. I will
No,
tell
but
you
make
where the
sure you
evidence
come with the
is.
evidence. I'm going
I
to
am
So
put
going
it
to
where's the
down.
tell you where the
evidence you have
evidence
when
is.
Shem
Where the
don't do it?
evidence?
Where's the
Where is
You
the
shut up
evidence?
and let me tell you.
But Carl, where's
If
the
you shut
evidence
your
you have
mouth,
that
I
he
will
don't
tell
do
you
it?
where the evidence is.
Yeah, tell me where the evidence is.
Okay,
Prime, no,
here's
so
where
let
the
him
Oh
tell
man,
you.
evidence
I
is.
Let him
want
tell
to
the
bring up
lies.
that. I want to bring it.
Pick
You
up
know, I
on
want
a
to
piece.
provide the evidence. I want
You know
to
where the
provide the
evidence
evidence.
is?
Don't
You
The
ask
have
me
to have
evidence
defend
is
it, so you need to
in
have
the
evidence too.
documents. Well, on, man. You see documents where the man provide the IC. That is where the evidence lie. Because you're supposed to provide the documents to support your income and expenditure, right? You send these documents to the man them. The man them scrutinize it. One on one does not equal to two. So they need to ask more questions.
Clear
Eh?
people. Let them go, man.
Do you need no more evidence than that?
Let them go, man. Let them go, man. Let them
Carl
go.
So
Lewis,
why them
you're
don't
not
lock him
making
up?
any sense.
But lock up. You
Why
think
you
that's a
don't
man
make
to
them
lock
lock
up?
him up?
You think that's a
Tell
man
them
How
to
to
would
lock
they
up?
lock him
lock
up
it up?
now.
Because he's under
Because the
investigation.
matter
Let
That
him
he's
go
is
not
say,
not,
charged yet.
shut, shut up.
He's not
Shut up.
charged yet. He's under
the
Shut
matter
up.
is not
investigation.
concluded.
Shall
What
have
am
a
I going
look
to
Shut
tell
at
up.
you?
that
Shut
investigation.
up.
Just use
With
the
the
proven
You
full
shut
figures
up,
and
you
them.
damn
the, the,
idiot.
the director
The
of
man
prosecution
provides
in the
the man provided
IC said there's
paper.
no charge. Shut up.
Shut up your mouth and listen.
That's shit.
The man provides some paper to the people.
You live in a
And
field.
one does not
Well,
come
lock
to
him up
do.
then.
So the people
Go,
need
go
to know
and
more.
lock him up.
And he's
Go.
stalling.
Go
The man has
and lock
stalled.
him up. Lock
And
him
that's
up.
about
Go
me
down and lock
eventually.
him up.
And you're a big sycophant and you need to say, whatever the man do, me
Can
go
I-
back him same way. That is what you need to say.
Let me
I
tell you
never
something.
make
Let
them
me tell you
statement.
something. Let me
What
I
that
never
you
make
need to
them
say.
statement. Those are your words.
That man will listen to you and laugh because he know that he's talking something when I'm guilty.
What you mean for this? Ask the man then what plan Mark Golden has to govern this country. Them have to you this propaganda because you have nothing else to say.
Your brother, nothing can beat a try but a failure. Nothing can beat a try with a failure right now.
You're the mutual man, no? You're the mutual man, boy.
All right, hold on there, hold on.
You're mutual man still.
You know, give people them. I get young not to try for people. I mean, take my money, go invest it at Bahamas, and then people them are living in a slum down there. So
yeah,
that is nonsense. That is nonsense. I'm going to tell you why it's nonsense. As a private citizen, hold on, shut up in the mouth. The man is not the leader of the country. As a private citizen and as a businessman, the man can invest anywhere he wants. That is foolishness to not talk.
You understand? You live here, if you
not chat up your mouth, Prime. You don't know where you and Carl Lewis
from Canada
are a bunch of sycophants. You want to say no?
Shut up them up.
The man can invest his money wherever he wants.
No boy.
But they love Jamaica so much. And they make so much.
So, you expect a man to give
away politics.
Tax evasion. You know what?
The man producing papers and the IC pass it.
You don't want to pay no tax. Yes, it's illegal. It is not illegal. It is not illegal, but you don't want to pay no tax.
Is Andrew Holness. $475 million shuffled between companies and him said nil tax return.
I want you to time me shuffle. A 6 bank account me have. And enough time
I know
my
you're
money.
not the prime
Enough time me shuffle.
You have $1 million. You're not the prime
minister.
Enough
time me shuffle my money.
I don't care.
You're an idiot. You're not a sense when you're talking.
You are idiot.
You have no sense.
I got 100
why you think the man them referring to the tax administration of Jamaica? Why was he referring to the tax administration of Jamaica?
Because of UNO. PNP set.
Because of UNO.
Go away.
Common sense. You could have bring it
down. The country now got to the
road. I'm mash up Jamaica and I tell you what.
That now I'm telling you that it now go happen.
But why so much soldiers up on the road? Why so much soldiers up on the road right
now?
Yeah,
man, more
you see,
up on the road.
You see all of them. You see all of them
already. It's like it's already
like
them don't live here. Them don't live here. Them don't know not we are going here. Them only chat about here.
You understand?
Them not contribute to not here.
Stay out of the country business.
That's all them do. Them don't live. Them don't live.
Jamaica, my man. You can't run me out of Jamaica. You either you know your
brother. We not try run your fool. Don't try run. You run out yourself.
Don't tell me not to talk.
Me not tell you that for talk, you know. I not do that. I don't have them power there. But you are running out yourself out of the country because you are white man. You are being a white man.
Jamaica never out of me. Jamaica never out of me.
You want to bring in a white man who slave my ancestors.
Look, Father, I don't know nothing about my golden. I cannot come up here and defend it.
Yeah, go.
But at the same time, if something is going wrong with the present, I have to learn about it.
When Siago was around, it was something. And I know
that was the worst prime minister you ever see. The wholeness.
Hey, Storm Shad, you hear the neutral man who attack Silk? But tell
you PNP man, the man don't know neutral.
That's why
when they come up and talk about them neutral, run them. Please spin that. Anytime come up and start talk the pretty talk about them neutral, run them way.
Virgin, I tell you already, I'm not a partial man. I don't talk for one side.
Not a partial, but you live through the Siago era. You live through the Siago era until them demonize Mr. Siago. And you don't say nothing about it.
See, I got the worst president in Jamaica.
Always
See,
a
I
liar.
got bring the
Nobody
tragedy in
never
Jamaica.
demonize
See,
Siaga.
I got bring CIA. See, I got bring M16
Well,
in
I know. Make
Jamaica.
all
What
lose.
you
Man,
want
have
to tell
evidence
me?
of that.
Yo, me see running
If you
a
can
Have
nobody
evidence of
tell
that.
me,
man, I
if
see
you can
running a
nobody
Mark
tell me that
squeaky
fact,
clean.
I know me know
Mark
that.
Foley,
The
Me know
Mark
that
CIA,
what
Foley
the
them
and him
fact.
still
family.
contact the
Mark
Feel
Foley
CIA.
and
like
him
a
CIA
family
was
was
whistle.
a
slave
spy.
my ancestor.
Yo,
You
Feel
tell me.
like
CIA,
a
them
whistle.
still,
the man,
And
Carlos,
you
hold
you're the
on.
sound
worst
like you
kind of
lost your
Yo,
man.
journalist.
And you tell me
You are the
your
worst
grandmother
type of
slave my
Jamaican. You try
ancestor,
to
no?
bring in racism,
what on there?
Carlos.
well,
No,
Yo, hold on.
They need to
racism,
come and
Nobody
grandmother
don't
speak
was
up
want to
and
hear that.
racism
slave
all
you
the while.
again.
Hebrews, hold on there now.
You never know say
Carlos, where
racism
with
all
that?
the while.
Nobody don't want to hear racism.
Carlos, hold
Oh
on there,
yeah,
Where with that?
Carlos.
oh yeah. You shall hear it right up to the election. And
Go
it
with
will
that.
get
Carlos.
more
Carl,
You're the
intensified.
worst
but
kind
let
of
me get a
Jamaican.
thought.
It will get more
Let me get a thought.
intensified.
Sean,
It will get
No.
is
more
Tiaga and
intensified.
Michael Manley race?
So
You
let me
think
tell you that.
both of
You
them
think
were
you see not yet? You
by
think you see
Jamaican
not yet?
standard?
No, no gotta
Both
bring
of
war.
them
That's
were
what
white
want to
man,
do.
It
Bring
yeah?
ain't no
war.
war not
So how
great.
can
That's the
we
But the
talking about.
be
racism
Wanna
racist
argue
squad,
that?
against
I will get more
Tiaga while
intensified.
Why you
Michael
killing
Manley
people
himself
now,
was
man?
also a white
But that
man?
is going to be a
What
losing
Michael
strategy.
Manley did was to point out the fact that Tiago was not born in
Never
Jamaica.
ban ya.
So
That's all it
Michael
does. It
Manley's
never ban
campaign
ya.
was about nationalism, not racism. People
Oh,
need to
shut your mouth.
understand the two.
Get that
Shut your
right
mouth.
head,
What talk about
Carlos.
Michael
Nationalism,
Yeah.
Manley?
not
Shut
racism.
up.
Okay?
We talk
All
about
right.
Michael Manley. We talk
Carl,
about
we need to
PJ
clean it
Patterson in
because
the
you're doing to
90s.
about.
I
I
am
told
talking
you, you're
about
born
PJ
behind power
Patterson in
and
the
power shit.
90s.
When you're born power
I
shit,
am
power
talking
shit fire, you
about
know what I'm saying?
PJ Patterson in the 90s. I am talking about
Get that
PJ
ready. Let me
Percival Patterson in the 90s. Who are bringing on the racist scale for Siago. Who don't
Show
like
a
that,
labor
but
A
we
there.
liar.
have to hear it.
Show a
Carlos is
labor.
a
No,
liar.
that is not
We
the
have to
case.
hear it.
Is that
That is
area
not
there?
What about Michael Mann? Michael
Carlos
Mann
got
bring on
sound.
the Barney's argument. Barney argument.
Carl
Barney
can
Patterson
reason
bring
now.
it
on
was
the
a truth.
racist
It was a
argument.
fact. You
Carl
can't
cannot
change the
reason.
fact.
Carl
You know,
doesn't know
Banya,
how to.
America
Carl,
is not a
Carl
part of
doesn't
the
know how to
Commonwealth.
hold a
That's
dialogue.
why
Carl,
we
we
have
have
to beat him.
a new person up on the panel. Outlaw, what you have to say, Outlaw?
Come in outlaw. Okay, you say.
Outlaw, you done outlaw labor right now. Straight. Big up
Yeah,
It
yourself.
man.
no matter where a man want
Make
beef.
them a
So,
go.
Outlaw,
labor
we
rights and
salute
labor rights.
everybody.
Just contact
Hold
the
on now,
facts. But deal with facts.
hold on now, PNP man. Hold on now, man. Listen now.
I mean, I want nobody but you know the man attack. Make a man get him pint
We
across.
are get this thing here too emotional. At times we will let go and just try and build our country for the live and love the country. Just build one can work. Not because we not PNP dieted PNP we not let us feel. We can look me that England and conservative come out labor in a party. And you know them a work together because they love them country. Come on now. Why you not can't see say something is done, something doing in the country. Me not live there. And me can out a door and look in and see say something going on. And we not did it. And before we not promote yourself and push on and work and build the country, we not just a chop it down so. Take it easy now, bro. Come on, man.
I'm gonna check on
At
the
times
country.
we build.
Outlaw.
I'm gonna check on the country and
I
nobody else
appreciate
that
what you
to
say,
say.
outlaw.
At
But
times we
Outlaw.
find things
All of
and
them man they
blame.
were here. Dig down the
Bro,
country, them they live there.
bro.
All of them were in the box. Them they live there.
Carl,
Carlos, you
from the
chat
come
with
from the
you,
live,
but
you said that
it
that's
seem
not
like you
scary.
love to
All
do
of
that.
we in the back,
All
whether
of
we
them
live
were
there or not.
Carlos,
box
it look
like
like you
So
love
whether we
talk
live
going
in
on.
the whole
Jamaica
of
or
them were
not,
in the
Carl
box
Lewis,
apart from
we are
me
come to
and
Jamaica for the chance
Caution.
to vote.
Me and Caution, the
So
rest of
your
them no live
argument
there.
Carlos,
say
you
we don't
don't
live
None
know
of
there.
them no
what you're
live
talking
there.
about.
Your
Make that person
argument say
not
we
you
don't live
love
in
do.
Jamaica and
None of
is
them
that
no
we're
live
not
there.
there. We are come cast the vote though.
But may I tell you
None of them no
something?
live there. So
But the
them don't
thing
know
is it
nothing
now,
about the country.
yo, that me I say to you say, me not did it. Me can't tell you say me not did it. But
I'm
as
not sure that brother IQ low.
but as
Because a person may
Very
not live
low,
at
very
Jamaica. How
low.
can you say we don't know what is happening in Jamaica?
who
That
that?
makes
No
sense
man,
to
We
you?
no man,
don't know.
You're
he must think
done.
a
First of all,
nine,
we don't know
he must
because
think
you
a
not can't find
91
some
with them.
idiot when
No,
no
the
bus up.
people who live
So they
outside of the
don't know.
country still have
But they don't know.
relatives at Jamaica
Carl
down.
Lewis,
Still
you
have
not
family
have
at
no
Jamaica
moral
down.
authority to
No,
talk
no,
to
who
me
they
now.
talk, who not talk.
Carl
You're low
Lewis, you not have
IQ,
no
Reggie.
facts, you not have no, you not
That's what way you talk about don't make no sense.
You not have no moral authority to talk and nobody can lose. Because you live in your country and you don't know what is going on in your country.
All right.
You don't read. You don't even know if your government borrow loan to put the budget. So that's chatting.
Can I listen now? Me not in a country. Can I
go back for the loan business? I will fly past that, you know. I say me not persuaded about the loan borrowing.
Brother,
you need to persuade your facts and facts. One go read.
Come on, the line, I go look it up and come back. Come on for the live, I go look it up and come back. Then you can talk with Pat.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Only just
Nobody know why here, man, because they don't think what confuse that father. You don't keep us in the back. You don't allow us to go forward because the mind is one track.
No substance, man. No substance.
Yeah, one shot.
You have a one-track mind. You have a one-track mind, father.
Because I now say what I say.
Go do your research and come back and speak.
If I was a yes man, me that be 2-track mind.
Nobody don't want it to be no yes man.
Go away,
no yes man. Only people want to believe in the truth.
Paul wants to sit on the live and use his propaganda to defeat
John conduct a
that's Uno. That's Uno. That is Uno what Uno do.
Uno the information caller.
And say life on the Prime Minister and do this and do that and this and that. Me no business with what Uno wants.
Give me a second, brother.
Until when me see,
let you run a poll
and prove until when the land can prove them do something wrong, me I stand by my Prime Minister.
Alright, hold on now. Me glad you said that because the poll I'm going to do right now.
Until when the law proves him guilty, it's a different thing.
That go pull everybody in the back.
When the judge grant the man leave.
The man submit 28 review and only get me with 3. The court that's what 25. We are saying.
Yeah, you look here. We
are saying you don't bring up points you don't even understand. You have bring up points you don't even understand. We can't debate with idiot, you know.
You know what we expect from the judge to throat everything. The most important one there.
Me go tell one next.
Yes.
More tell one next fact. And the IT allow the 3 will go through. The IT agree to make the 3 will go through. Because the IT no one can win. So what you have to do?
But can I say something?
Also, you have half an information already where the court are going to say.
You court documents, Carl. You read none of the court proceedings.
You say, I see me go through with that because
did you read any of the IT agree to go through? If you read the court documents, you don't know that. If you read, you're not
so you know. You have information when the court say.
You don't read.
It's called
you don't read it coming at this.
You know,
you can see the future. You know the court rule the next time when it start trying out. You know the court
available online and it says that the IT agree to this 3 go through. It says it one go read, Charles. You only a chat and a short up your mouth and you not read nothing at all. Take propaganda come and chat. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You still have made a poo-poo statement. You know what the court never said way down the line.
Yeah, Chief.